You can pretty much picture the planning meeting for Mario Party Superstars. After continually trying to shake up the venerable Mario Party formula of throwing in group car mechanics, free-form grid-based movement, and making use of every waggle and touch control possible across the Wii, the Wii U, 3DS and Switch, the designers at ND Cube have given in. Fine, they probably vented between themselves. If they just want classic Mario Party, we'll give them classic Mario Party. And that's exactly what Mario Party Superstars is. It takes 5 boards from the now ancient N64 games, 100 minigames from across the first 10 games in the series, and it completely remakes them all in a modern game engine for Nintendo Switch. Yes, this is ND Cube and Nintendo bowing to the demands of the people on the internet, which is rarely a good thing. And yes, it's basically the old Mario Party formula that was trotted out a few too many times on the N64 and GameCube. But right now, that's exactly what this series needs. The 5 boards that ND Cube has chosen are lifted from the first 3 Mario Party games, the selection ranging from the nice and simple to the complex and demandingly strategic. The simplicity of Peach's birthday cake, which is a simple race around a gigantic cake with just one small diversion and player traps to spice things up, is as close as Mario Party gets to just a basic game of Monopoly. This is worlds apart from the way that you can plot your path through Spaceland, have to time your moves through the switching routes of Woody Woods, or can scheme your way to riches in a long game on Horrorland. Because we're stepping back to those original games, the fundamental gameplay mechanics have also been shorn of many of those gameplay gimmicks of the last decade. Again, there's no special dice, there's no shared car, and there's defined routes around each map. Each player's turn consists of rolling a 10-sided die to see how many spaces they move, and then they travel along the route to see where they land. There's blue spaces that give you coins, red that take them away, and various lucky, item, event, and Bowser spaces to look out for as well. Not all of these features were there in the original Mario Party game, so there's a homogenization of what Mario Party means for this game. After everyone's had their turn, it's time for a minigame. There's a great selection here, bringing back many of the series classics and fan favourites from the first 10 home console Mario Party games. Having just watched Squid Game before getting our review copy, it was amusing to have a match of Mario Party coincidentally start with 3 minigames that matched the opening of that TV show. A weird coincidence, of course, but longtime fans will be overjoyed by the warning-laden tug-of-war, by Bowser's malleable face, and dozens of others. One of the best things from Super Mario Party was that you could finally practice before playing a minigame, and that feature returns to help level the playing field between newcomers and veterans of the series. No, you won't become a master within about 5 seconds, but it helps just that little bit. The same cannot be said for the 3v1 games, where it's almost always easier for one side or the other. Inexperience in these instances is the main leveler, but once you have an idea of how the 3v1 works, the imbalance becomes obvious. Where Mario Party Superstars really shines is in how many options the game gives you for play. As you pick your stage, you can then choose a subset of minigames, whether that's classic N64 or GameCube games, or focusing on more family-friendly options. If you're an expert player, you can also save time by turning off the minigame tutorials. You can also choose how the post-game stars are handed out, whether they're defined as in the original game or randomized based off the various stats that you accrue, or not handed out at all. And then, when you're playing, you can quit at any time you like, which creates a suspended game state that you can come back to and resume later. Perfect if you need to call an end to the party time before you're done. If you want the competition to keep on going though, you can also add turns on one occasion per game, although not on the final turn. All of that niceness applies to the game when playing online as well. And yes, for the first time ever, Mario Party has launched with full online multiplayer. It was something that was added a good 2 years late to Super Mario Party, but here it is on day one. You can play the full Mario Party boards with friends and with random players online. You can head up to Mount Minigames for competitive minigame play and daily challenges, or dive into the handful of sports and puzzles game modes. Everything that you can do offline, you can also do online. From a few hours of testing this out, it feels pretty solid, and it handled a few Wi-Fi hitches as well when I relocated from being sat near to my router to a room at the other end of the house. This is one of those difficult things where your mileage may vary, but for us at this initial testing, it was pretty good. For all of the great design decisions and quality of life improvements, Mario Party Superstars does feel a tad stingy and limited. Super Mario Party had the co-op minigame mode River Survival as a fun diversion, but there's nothing truly comparable to that in this game. Similarly, most Mario Party games have got an unlockable final board, but there's nothing like that here either, and no announced plans to add boards after release, whether that's through free updates or paid DLC. You can cross your fingers that that might happen, but don't count on it. 5 boards feels like the bare minimum to remake when there's 20 from the first 3 games on their own. And as a final note, I'm also a little bit saddened that the little tune that Super Mario Party would play through each person's HD Rumble as it shifted to their turn is absent from Mario Party Superstars. That was just this little magical moment that I wish that was kept around. After a decade of games that sought to reinvent and renew the series, Mario Party Superstars rewinds time for a reminder of what made Mario Party popular in the first place. 5 gorgeously recreated boards, 100 cherry-picked minigames, and countless opportunities to plan and scheme your way to victory. So long as the dice roll in your favour, that is. Thanks for joining us for our Mario Party Superstars review. Make sure to like, subscribe and share this video, click the bell icon, all of the usual YouTube things. And hopefully we will see you again soon. Goodbye!